I'm back. It's time for some more Path of Exile. So I looked into it a little bit. Turns out damage conversion over 100% causes it to just rescale down to a 100% scale. So really, ultimately, this quiver is not doing anything too good for me. That's fine. I can go for something a little more powerful then. Basically, I just get more flexibility out of this. It looks like Burning Arrow is still the way to go. I looked into Wild Strike, but even without, the knowledge of how the conversion actually works, it's still not going to be as good, even though it has sort of nice higher conversion factor. The base damage is 120% instead of 150%. But, given the extra information of it rescales past 100% conversion, then it is definitely not worth it. As an added bonus, this means I'll actually be able to use a curse. It's going to be a little too tricky to be using curses with this quiver, since it greatly reduces their duration. Curse spreading is nice, but really it's nothing to write home about. It'd be really neat if I could blink arrow over there. I should probably out this thing. At least chance it. I don't have any chance with me. Build has definitely started working now, at least. I'm not really having issues killing things. Not that I had too much trouble, but Ball Oversoul took a while. That was giving me some concern. There's a guy yelling in here. Doesn't he know to use his inside voice? One thing I really like about Herald of Ice, exploding frozen enemies, because it does an enormous amount of damage. Oh gosh, I'm dying. Could have sworn I'd been checking Flask, but I guess not. That's good. And now I'm not at, you know, at 12% fire resist. So that's good. And here's where Piety is. Not the Piety fight that's actually dangerous. Not that this one isn't somewhat dangerous. It's just not particularly dangerous. Now I can actually get the things that I really need. The hatred is big, and I'm gonna want to curse at some point, but I'll just pick that up later. Fortunately, very good at level generation. Used to the sewer entrance being a little more annoying to find. I never really thought of this, but this is the obligatory sewer level. Diablo 3 had a sewer level. I don't think either Torchlight game had a sewer level. Also, I think I might have been mistaken with Torchlight. I think it was defense, not vitality. Well, maybe it was defense for Torchlight 2 and vitality for Torchlight 1. I don't know. They changed things up a bit between them. So stuff like that, that is why Herald of Ice is good. So you can end up with those just, oop, everything's dead situations from a single AoE attack. Makes just enough of them dead that it just chains through the rest of them with the Herald of Ice. Yeah, that's a blue. It's a bit of a pain to get the, I forget what they're called. Those orbs that upgrade blue to get rare. Alright, the assassin. This guy is okay for his quest, because you get a rare pack. I guess technically it's a unique pack. It's almost always like a rogue exile. And rogue exiles are lots of drops. Okay. Nope, not really worth. That is a really good item now that I really look at it. Not worth the experience, though. It was, you know, at most I got 1,000 out of that. Even that I kind of doubt. I like the streamlining they did for the game. It used to be that the slums did connect to the warehouse district, just normally. And then the warehouse district connected normally to the market district. But I think the market sewers were separate, which I guess is similar to how it is now. But now you have to get to the warehouse district through the sewers. And it's just a little bit less time wasted, which is nice. It's too bad offensive rings are usually difficult to use. Like, unless you're playing a Templar with a kite shield, you're practically guaranteed to need resistance rings. You know, specifically like a sapphire ring, and 2 stone rings. Because in the third playthrough, the resistances are so low from, you know, you lose, I think that's 70%. And you basically need to be resistance capped. Not so much on the second playthrough. You're definitely not on the first. But on the third, if you're not resistance capped, you just lose. You know, the main reason the Templar can use it is, I mean, Templar can deal with not using it is this neat little tree right here. Could be a total of 28% elemental resistances. Plus, you know, kite shields already usually carry elemental resist. 12% on some of them, 4% on others. I think there might be a few that are 8%. And I know there's like 1 or 2 that are no elemental resist bonuses. But, you know, that was kind of dangerous. Anyway, the elemental resistances on them are really nice. Mana flask. 2 of the same shrine on the same level. Kind of surprising. I'm glad I'm capped on cold resist. Because that guy explodes with cold damage on death. That's a sort of modifier on a monster that you really need to watch out for. Because if you don't notice it, you're just, you know, throwing all your damage at them. When they pop, it hurts. And it can just kill you on the third playthrough. Easily. Streamlining in just a moment. Basically, they just made it so it's a little bit smoother to go through this act and act 2. In act 2 it used to be that Oak was after the Ball ruins, not the pyramid. So it could be a little bit more backtracking. Depending on whether or not you want to deal with Faramir for the skill point. Or maybe not. At the very least, it's easier to know what your possible rewards are. Because now you don't have to do, pretty much the entire act to find out what Oak's reward is. You just get there and check it out, and you'll be like, hey, I'll give you some health. And you'll say, that sucks, because you're bad. Even though 40 health is just huge. There's a few cases where you wouldn't take it. For example, energy shield build. Because then you don't really care about life so much. For some reason I thought that thing didn't die. I actually like the warehouse district. It kind of reminds me of old roguelikes. Probably need to go here. You got these hallways and big sections that are rooms, and indeed dungeon. Here's how you know you're going the right way, usually. Level designers, so to speak. I mean, I know it's randomly generated levels, but basically it's, they've got all these pieces that can usually all walk into each other, or at least can lock into a few other ones. And what they like to do is put a piece of lore in the direction that you should be going. So if you see lore, it usually means you're actually traveling towards the main objective, wherever you're going. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Alright. That kind of hurt. So I realize now that don't need hurl device anymore. The explosions are nice, but hatred is the way that I'm gonna go. So I can take that out. Yeah, that's pretty good. This is where I could theoretically get my 4-link set up. Wouldn't be super hard to get. I'm don't think that's actually a significant upgrade. If it had, you know, comparable max life bonus, it'd be a little less difficult to decide on that. Survivalist. And now my resistances are really pretty good. And I don't need to worry about any sort of resistance improvement things for a while. What I like to do in the marketplace is just immediately try and find the sewers, so I can skip past what's his face the defaced. He is actually pretty annoying. That's good. It's also good. The game usually lags a little bit when it's spawning in a rogue exile or anything like that. And I'm just going to assume it's probably just because my hard drive is not super fast and fairly old. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get a new one at some point. I can't believe I'm not carrying around a bunch of chance orbs. I'm just used to all my other characters that I have, you know, full stack of pretty much everything at all times. Fortunately, this build should work pretty well. Even with 4 links, which I'm actually going to try for. After I clear my inventory a bit. Yeah. Don't want to use that. That would cause problems. Probably try and sort this at some point. There's this links and just need a somewhat unlikely coloration. Need a red, a blue, and 2 greens. Bingo. Okay, so 505, 708. And that's not including the bonus from hatred. Should push me up towards at least, let me say 830. So that's good. Now I'm going to grab a stack of chance. Oh, never mind, I don't have that. I just have most of a stack of one. Guess I'll just not worry about it. And get rid of Herald of Ice. I should be able to get quality thing going. Oh, I did chaos damage. So we don't just make this add up to 40. $20. 40. And that'll get you a Gem Cutter's Prism. Got 12 of those now. Never really use them. Probably a mistake. Hope we can just grab that dust. Oop, Arrow Quiver. And now that I know that this quiver is not doing too much for me, I can look at this and say that it is significantly better. The attack speed is nice, I guess. This is going to put me at 870. Oh, I can't equip. Well, if I could equip it. Is that the way out, or is that... Yeah, I guess it's the way out. Kind of thinking there's a corrupted area for some reason. So now I skipped what's his face, the face to face, and it puts you pretty much right next to the waypoint, which is nice. And get this nerd's book. So, 3 levels from now I'll start really getting all the damage. He's gonna be big. There's the catacombs. It's basically no point in going in there. Sometimes you can find Kyrus's plum, or not, the Decanter Spiritus. You know, but it's a little difficult to find because you haven't accepted the quest, you're not going to get the thing. Map marker. I guess I got something useful out of that. So here's some battlements. There's, I guess, 3 places that matter. Yeah. Because it's not really at all critical that you get the waypoint here. Gotta get the ribbon spool. You gotta go to the docks so that you can, what's it called? Infernal Talc, I think. No, Thaumatic Sulfate or something. Docks is a good grinding spot because there's some guaranteed blue packs. Just one at the end of every tier. Plus it's a reasonable level. Especially this nerd, it's usually a huge pain. But not this time. Running into the stupid place because first playthrough and it doesn't matter. Alright, now I can equip that. Alright. That gave me 200 more DPS. I'm completely surprised by that. That's also pretty great. Doesn't really give that much to my arrows, but doesn't really matter too much, I think. Suppose it does affect that a fair bit, right? Yeah, 110 DPS on that. It's kind of crazy. I don't feel like it should have that much of an effect. Not really sure why I'm keeping Bear Trap around, given that I'm not using it at all. Maybe it'll be more relevant on the first playthrough. The third playthrough. Alright, so now I'll actually be able to find the Decanter Spiritus. Got the waypoint. And it's probably way over in the... Yep. The place I need to go is way over in the bottom left here. And you can tell because there's some more right there. Here's the supply container. Here's some dudes with evasion. Thought it said elemental resistance. And there's this thermitic sulfite. I guess this is a point where the waypoint in the battlegrounds would be decent. But it also isn't going to result in a lot of lost time. It's the nice thing about the battlegrounds, or Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, by now, it's got Battlefield gameplay, but with lightsabers sometimes. Anyway, the nice thing about it is that there's not a great distance between the docks and the Solaris Temple, which is where you need to go. Essentially, we cannot progress, or I cannot, until I have gotten the Infernal Talc from Spooky Old Lady. once I get that, it'll be fairly straightforward to get to the end of the act. I'll listen out a little bit, because these are where two unique dudes are. And what appears to be a pretty good item. Not great. It is a significant upgrade. That was a 4-link. It's alright. I don't like damage reflection modifiers, because essentially, in order to make use of that, you have to take damage. And ideally, you don't take any damage. Sure, I'm in an armor build, that's fine. In an armor build, you're supposed to just take lots of instances of small amounts of damage and just, you know, regenerate through it naturally, or maybe chug your potions. Not really drop anything good. Too bad. None of the enemies in the Solaris Temple are particularly interesting. I guess it's kind of neat that the, what are they called? The big ribbons that are fire-based. It's pretty neat that they have cast augmented fireballs, which means that they actually have like multiple fireball spells that they randomly use, and you know, one of them's got, I believe, chains. I know there's one that's lesser multiple projectiles, and that's kind of neat. In the second playthrough, I might have to do some further modding and support gemming for Ring of Arrows. I'm gonna try and go for something similar. Probably concentrated effect instead of the physical projectile damage thing. Yeah. Maybe. That might not be the way to go. Not sure. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Kind of hoping I had a different quiver in there. Maybe a bow. Oh, I do have that staff. No, never mind, that's a different one. Fairly decent one. Oh, I was gonna see if I had any necklaces worth using. It doesn't look like I do. Well, let's go find that Decapture Spiritus. Should hopefully be nearby. But it can definitely be a bit of a pain to find. Yep, found it. If you're lucky, it'll end up over near the waypoint. There's the guy. What's his face? Defaced. He's in pain because... There it is. Tempest Shield. If you're an attack-based character, you can just block your stuff and zap you pretty hard with it. Which is upsetting. Of course, I went right by it. Oh well. So now that we have the Infernal Talc, we can destroy this blockage. And now we're up in the Ebony Barracks. I want to grab the waypoint. Don't really care too much about the enemies here. Go ahead and kill him because I'm getting some flash charges so I can move a little quicker. But really all I care about is this guy. And I'm just going to tank it because it's the first playthrough. Normally, on an attack-based character, you care about his Molten Shield, but because I'm converting everything into elemental damage, it doesn't really matter. Now I want to find the, what's it called, the hedge maze, like Imperial Gardens, the taking the quest tracker. Usually in line with the waypoint, so it's not hard to find. This place is fairly difficult, honestly. And that's because of a certain type of enemy. Might not show up before I find the hedge maze. Oh well. We'll see them. They're hedgehog birds, T-Rexes, or something like that, and when you kill them, all their spikes go everywhere and it really hurts. especially the unique one. Oh, they are in here. Like that. The best part about the hedge maze is that it's a maze. All you really need to know is go to one of the corners. It's the only thing that really matters. If you can get to one of the corners, you're probably going to find the plum. Stuff like Blink Arrow. Really any movement skill. It's fairly handy. There's little gaps like these you can move through. But only with those you can jump over the small walls. Just makes getting through the area a lot easier. Oh, this is where I want to go. I can just feel it. Just conquer the worm. He does a lot of damage. It's like not even worth bothering with on the second and third playthroughs because they just kill you. Here's where the plum is. It's guarded by a ton of enemies, which is really annoying. That's just 200. That's what I have. And then you got the creepy plum. Chain belt. Not even a good one either. So now you can go back to the docks. Talk to Spooky Ghost Pirate that was previously a skeleton man. He'll give you a thing. Oh, that is good. I'm gonna give up my cold resist, I think. Yeah. That's a 10. So it's 150 DPS. Plus item find. So this is when I go do this side quest. Try to consider changing the music. Sure. Go in the library. Look at some books. More importantly, oop, where is it? For a library, this is actually a bit more like a museum. And they got these models and stuff. But I'm really looking for the models of skeletons. Well, I guess not models, the skeletons put together that it's like, oh, this might have been a creature, or this is what their body was shaped like, and it's hilarious. I can't find one. Not this one. This one's pretty normal. But I've never seen the level generate like this. I swear every time I've gone in here it has to be bottom left. There's one that might have actually just been from a mermaid. But that's not the one that I'm really looking for. Why is it shooting over there? Here's a ghost from Luigi's mansion. You don't need to talk to him to do his quest. So I'm not gonna bother. That could be useful. And it's not. There's a scholar. It's like the most worthless divination card. There it is! I love this one. It's so stupid. Really makes you think. Oh, there's another stupid one. They like took a dog or something and just stuck a human skull on it. It just makes me think that the people who lived in Sarn way back when were fucking idiots. Damn it. This is actually sort of the right way, I think. Yep. I can tell. There's some lore. I swear it always works. Follow the lore and that brings you right to the next place. This is where the big boners are. They hurt. They really hurt. Like, literally one-shot you on Merciless if you don't have great gear. And, like, that's just the normal ones. Look at that. It was like half my health. With a fair amount of health. So basically, Siosa or whatever, he wants us to find some pages that are nice. He's probably got pictures of his wife or something. Gotta get him that stuff so he'll be happy. And then in return, you'll get some very nice support gem. where stuff like increased duration is. The stuff that's, you know, it's not actually stuff that's going to make or break your build, I don't think. But they're just amazingly useful. I suppose that could be useful for later supporting when I want to do more stuff with my ring barrows. For a moment I thought the mana multiplier on that was just 100%. But no. Here's the super smart man. I like that he makes a book tornado. It's kinda goofy. I can't believe that this is putting 2 of the golden pages right by the entrance like this. I'm not gonna worry about killing him. I guess I'll kill these. So what do we want here? The answer is nothing. But that's alright. Sometimes they're not actually useful. But I do like to just, you know, have them available, at least in the shop. So if I do decide that I want one of them, I can at least buy it. I bet it's up here. Yep. So of course the Solaris Temple has a counterpart. Sun and Moon. Of course, Moon's a little weird. Especially in the lower levels. Because the biggest thing is that the Lunaris Temple is full of these annoying enemies. Like morality experimenters. And some dudes on the second floor. Here's the door with the openings next to it that basically makes no sense. It always generates like that. Here's the reason morality experimenters are annoying. They can be like completely out of your vision and just sending zombie after zombie. this nerd. The zombies are way scarier. What do we want to go with? We have the attack speed set. Do not like seething. Should have looked before I put it on. If I want something that, you know, works sort of like seething, I'll just use bubbling. Because you don't give up anywhere near as much of the life regeneration. It's just 25% instead of 60%. Yeah, 66. It's horrible. It just takes too many flask charges to heal damage with that. The only good thing about it is that, you know, it's instant. Here's a big guy. He's like a super fast version of Brutus. Not really dangerous. I guess the one good thing about this area is it's got a fairly high density of rare monsters. Still annoying now. Not really sure why you get a waypoint in here. Here's Bloodtown. Population blood. And also population really annoying enemies. Not Spine Crack, he's not so bad. He's a nice guy. Maybe crack your back, just axe the Spine Crack. There it is, Tentacle Miscreation. These things will just wreck your shit. They do a lot of damage, and if there's a bunch of them, you can just get stun locked and die. This is also kind of a maze. Basically, you just want to go up. If you find stairs going up, you're going the right way. If that had life or another elemental resistance modifier, that'd be really good. But as it stands, it's kind of mediocre. See, an area like this This is where you can just get stun locked by the kind of demonstrations and die, because you can't do anything about it. And now here's the obligatory Holocaust imagery. Didn't go the wrong way, but you know, if you go the wrong way, there's like a bunch of these wagons full of corpses. And I just think it's fairly obvious what they're going for. Oh, this corpse warped. I believe I can get the, I forget what it's called, maybe Highborn Bow? I might be thinking of the higher level variant. There's a type of bow that has elemental modus, an implicit elemental modifier. Here's me getting right up before Piety, with actually a fairly ideal setup that is almost leveled up. Because there's a guaranteed blue pack right there. Level up right before, which would fill you up to full health, and you'd also shoot flash charges. Those get refilled when you level up as well. Here's the gimmick to her fight. If she goes into one of those portals, she goes Super Saiyan, based on what color it is. So now we can talk to Grigor. And for killing Piety, we get a nice book that gives us 2 skill points, which is pretty great. Get rid of that life flask, because that's trash. And for Sever the Right Hand, we can get a thing from Maramora. There's Tornado Shot, which I considered using. I'll just try shooting it like once or twice. I want to see if it's worth using over Rain of Arrows. Not really what I had in mind. I'm thinking that Rain of Arrows is going to be a little bit more consistent. The unique thing behind Goliath is going to be around. Nope, there he is. He's fast and ice spears on death. Really, it's just a huge pain to deal with. I think that might have been good. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be close. Yep. Very, very slightly better. I'll take it. So now we got the Scepter of God. Walk through the door. This is the last dungeon of Act 3. Let's see. 4 points to get heavy draw. And after that, I'm gonna need defensive stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through here. I'm not sure if I want to take the evasion section. Might be good. Could give me a lot more survivability. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to want to take acrobatics and phase acrobatics. And combine that with, with a large life pool and decent evasion. It's really dangerous and annoying dungeon. The statues have a lot of health. These guys have proximity shields, so you cannot hurt them unless you're next to them. And then there's Caliga. And those lightning traps hurt. She's someone that's like not even worth bothering trying to kill on second or third playthrough. So as you'll note, there's physical damage bonuses from picking up that ring, at least half of it. Fairly significant. By fairly significant, I mean I gained about 600 DPS in the span of 3 levels. Whalebow, yeah, that's what I was looking for. If I could just grab a golden royal bow and alch it, that'd be a pretty good upgrade. It's, you know, about to be double my weapon's level. Those plume chimerals? Sounds right. They have an annoying ability called Suppressing Fire, which significantly decreases your attack speed. But there's also lots of dudes that do cold damage, and some of the undying dudes. They have a freezing pulse. Those stack chilled and cold damage and suppressing fire. Another one in the upper Scepter of God. That's a lot more ruin. I do kind of wish I had a really good ignite chance. Because the damage from igniting the enemy is based on the damage the attack deals, or spell, and how hard this hits. So it's fairly significant. Surprisingly even split in the fire and lightning. As far as I'm concerned, in terms of a build, pretty much going blast cannon on all your skill points for the first playthrough. Not a bad idea. Hello. Hello. Oh man. Yeah, that's gonna be good, I think. Yeah. 400 more DPS. Alright, I don't need to worry about alching a royal bow anymore. And +1 to level bow gems is nice for rate of arrows. Plus, you know, the extra damage to work with. It's gonna help it scale better too. Critical strike chance. I guess it's a little sad to lose out on that, but 12%. Not really anything. Guys, this has 30% implicit. Here's Dominus. He's part of the Blue Man group. He's got a lot of nerds. You shoot at the nerds, deal with this guy first, because he freezes you. Applies lots of chilled ground, which is annoying. Then you want to deal with the Compulsor. Your totems are annoying. None of the other ones are particularly threatening. See? And now Dominus comes down. These really annoying totems. And you can shoot ghosts at you, which does a lot of damage. It's kind of like Merveil's icy spear thing that she does. Just a lot more of them, so it hurts way more. And now he turns into a spooker. Still part of the Blue Man group, though. And he turns into what's a really easy boss fight on the first playthrough. He's a really annoying one on later playthroughs. On later playthroughs, he applies bleed with every hit, I think. Also, if you don't stand next to him during that, what ends up happening is you constantly build up stacks of bleeding. And here's Act 4.